Rangers could be set to benefit from a significant shift in the transfer landscape, with fresh developments involving Vaclav Cerny offering an unexpected boost ahead of the new campaign. The Czech winger made a lasting impression during his loan spell at Ibrox last season, and while no permanent deal was struck at the time, his name has remained one of interest among supporters. Now, as Russell Martin looks to strengthen his squad and build momentum heading into his first full season in charge, a new twist in Cherney's situation could reopen a door many thought was closed. The latest update from Germany has certainly caught attention and may just give Rangers something to seriously think about in the weeks ahead. So could Cherney return to Ibrox? Let's break this down along with all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, it is increasingly likely that Hamza Eagerman will move to Ligue 1 this summer, with French side Lille understood to be in the driving seat for his signature. Eagerman, 22, arrived at Rangers from Moroccan side ASFAR last summer in a deal worth £1.7 million, following a breakout season in which Eagerman managed 16 goals despite only making his first start for the club in November. Clubs from both the English Premier League and France have tracked the forward extensively. Eagerman also received his first call-up and cap for the Moroccan national team on the back of impressive performances at Ibrox. RFC News has previously reported that Eagerman has emerged as the most likely player to leave the club this summer in recent weeks, due to the significant interest in the forward. The man who brought him to Ibrox, Niels Koppen, has also departed with sporting director Kevin Thelwell, appointing Dan Purdy to that role. Nico Raskin, who has become a fixture for the Belgium national team, is also a valuable asset, and while an exit is still possible, Eagerman is the more likely of the two individuals to leave Rangers this summer. RFC News understands that Lille have made contact with the players' camp regarding a move to the Decathlon Arena. The French side are searching a replacement for Jonathan David, with the Canadian forward expected to depart the club this summer. Although other clubs in Ligue 1 have also expressed an interest in the player previously, with Strasbourg, Lens and Marseille understood to be among those outfits. Lille are in the strongest position to land Eagerman should an official bid follow, which is yet to materialise. Cyril Dessers, who started ahead of Eagerman at number 9 towards the end of last season, is still expected to return for pre-season, with AEK Athens interested in the 30-year-old but not close to Rangers' value on the striker. Israeli forward Dor Turgeman has been tracked by Rangers for several months and is understood to remain high on the club's list of options. However, it remains to be seen which target they would prioritise if Eagerman's move to Lille materialises. Rangers made their first signing of the Russell Martin era on Wednesday by agreeing a season-long loan deal for Max Aarons. The 25-year-old right-back, who arrives from Bournemouth, is a player Martin knows well from his time at Norwich, while assistant manager Matt Gill was a long-term coach and mentor in East Anglia. Rangers are increasing their domestic focus in the transfer window ahead of the new season as they seek to prepare Martin's squad quickly for European qualifiers kicking off next month. Now, in a huge Vaclav Cerny green light, Rangers may have just been handed an unexpected opportunity in the transfer market, with reports from Germany confirming that Vaclav Cerny has been told he can leave Wolfsburg this summer. The Czech winger made a significant impression during his loan spell at Ibrox last season, quickly becoming a fan favourite thanks to his work rate, direct attacking style and eye for goal. However, the deal that brought him to Glasgow did not include a purchase option, meaning Rangers were unable to act swiftly when the loan came to an end. Cerny returned to Germany earlier this month for pre-season preparations, with his future hinging on the plans of Wolfsburg's new manager, Paul Simonis. But it's now been revealed that the Dutch coach has no intention of including Cerny in his plans for the upcoming Bundesliga campaign. The 26-year-old is officially up for sale as Wolfsburg undergo a major squad overhaul driven by financial difficulties at parent company Volkswagen. The German car giant, headquartered in Wolfsburg, is facing a deep cost-cutting operation that includes plans to lay off around 35,000 employees, nearly a quarter of its global workforce, in an effort to save £3.5 billion over 5 years. Those pressures have trickled down to the football club, who are being forced to trim their playing squad considerably. Alongside Cherney, forward Thiago Tomas, linked with Bayer Leverkusen, is also being made available for sale, with both players expected to generate valuable funds for the club. For Rangers, the news presents a potential window of opportunity. While no agreement was in place during his initial loan, Cherney's familiarity with the club, the coaching staff, and Scottish football could work in their favour, especially with the winger now actively on the market. Whether a return to Glasgow is financially feasible remains to be seen. But with Wolfsburg open to offers and Cherney likely keen on regular football, the door isn't closed. And with Russell Martin now tasked with reshaping his squad ahead of a vital campaign, bringing back a proven performer like Cherney could prove to be smart business, if the numbers make sense. In other news, a major rule change has occurred in the EFL that could see more cross-border dual ownership deals struck, according to a report. The Guardian reports that the EFL has changed its multi-club ownership rules to allow member clubs, those in the Championship, League 1 and 2, to buy stakes in Scottish and Irish teams for the first time. They state that the regulation change was struck at the organisation's AGM earlier this month. Here, the SPFL and Irish Football League were removed from the list of competitions that clubs were restricted from investing in. It comes just weeks after Andrew Kavanagh and Parag Marath of 49ers Enterprises secured their majority shareholding in Rangers. The latter also control Leeds United and so have dual club ownership, with the San Francisco 49ers also on their books. It has never been an issue for owners of Premier League clubs to have multiple clubs. As well as Leeds' connections to Rangers, Brighton owner Tony Bloom recently purchased a 29% stake in Hearts with a £10 million investment. Meanwhile, the first major multi-club ownership deal to be struck in Scotland was the Black Knights Group's investment in Hibernian, when Bournemouth owner Bill Foley paid £6 million for 25% of the Edinburgh outfit. The need for greater alignment between the EFL and Premier League was highlighted when Leeds' majority owner, 49 Enterprises, entered exclusive negotiations about buying Rangers. They bought a controlling 51% stake in Rangers for £75 million. This rule change marks a significant shift in the landscape of British football ownership, and could pave the way for even closer ties between clubs across the UK and Ireland, with the EFL now permitting cross-border investments, and examples like Rangers, Hearts and Hibs already showing what's possible. More multi-club partnerships may soon follow, potentially reshaping the structure and strategy of clubs on both sides of the border. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so make sure you join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.